start things off simply with horizontal levels from the Fibonacci retracement and Fibonacci extension. Then we'll add a channel that focuses on these portions, from 0 to 1 to 1.618. Next, a trend-based Fibonacci time zone. And lastly, 2 spirals on the April 5th bull hammer candle, one pointing up and one pointing down. This means even if price were to surge back up towards the early March highs, it would likely be repelled without strong volume similar to late February. Then if price stays well within the boundaries of the first smaller spiral, a more neutral to bearish stance can develop, especially with a break under the channel. Now onto the Algorand chart, where a stable downtrend line has recently formed. It can be the basis for a Fibonacci fan. And the duration from the peak to the first bullish retracement can be the basis for a Fibonacci time zone. And there's also the option to add Fibonacci spirals at these positions. They provide a rough guide of how price could move if a moderate upswing can develop to at least recontact the upper 20s to develop towards a more horizontal range. And of course, if price continues falling along the path of the original downtrend line, clearing below 22 becomes more realistic to keep price in the lower half of the Fibonacci fan. Next, ICP with a good example of a bearish star candle developing a downswing, which despite low volume is heading under a 0.382 retracement. For more on Fibonacci and other technical analysis topics such as candle patterns, please check out the hundreds of video tutorials I've already uploaded. Let's say price could stay in the 1620 to 1870 range. It could drift up along the current section of the channel, and it would be preferable for an overwhelmingly green week similar to the second half of March to decisively clear into the 20s, because potential for resistance is stronger in this area for the duration the spiral runs through it, whereas continuing the current drop can see relatively low opposition until contacting the moderate 1440 level, which if breached can see an acceleration down to the bottom portion of the channel towards at least the mid to high $12 range.